Hi, Chef Marco Barbaro from Gino Sato Mayapack, and today I want to bring you back to when pizza was pizza. So today we're going to make a Neapolitan pizza, pizza napolitana. It's a traditional Italian pizza, and it's made with just really fresh ingredients and Italian San Marzano tomatoes from a certain region. And these are some of the best Italian tomatoes you can use for marinara sauce, and they're in the Naples region, basically where they grow. And I'm also this type of pizza also is going to be made with a thin crust. You can make a regular crust, but traditionally back in the day they made it with a thin crust and light on the mozzarella. We're going to use sliced mozzarella instead of shredded mozzarella, which they use in the pizzeria, because when it melts I want you to see some of the tomatoes on the pie. I don't want it to be all covered with mozzarella. That's the whole thing. And a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. It's just fresh ingredients and extra virgin olive oil basically. So we're on our Italian tomatoes. Once we open them up, all we're going to do with them is we're going to crush them and leave them chunky like that. And once we put them on our pie, these are raw. Once we put them on our pie, we're just going to put a little bit of sea salt or kosher salt and a little oregano, mozzarella, and extra virgin olive oil, and that's it. And that's your traditional Neapolitan pizza, just very fresh ingredients. And the flavor is different than your traditional pizzeria pizza that you taste, because it's the flavor of the tomatoes. You're tasting the tomatoes, not a pizza sauce that a pizzeria makes. All right, so let's start. So you have your dough. You're going to flour it nice. You make it round. Flour so it doesn't stick on your peel. Now you got to be careful what we do, because this is going to be a thin crust. So now we're going to take our tomatoes. All right, the spices, a little bit of oregano. Make sure we go all around with our salt. And like I said, this is a very light pizza when you eat it. It's not a lot of dough, and it's not a lot of sauce and mozzarella, so you don't feel really full after you eat this pie. It's a lot lighter than the other traditional pizzas. So that's it. You're all set right here. I'm going to stretch it out a little larger. Made it smaller on purpose because of the thin crust. And then I stretch it out to the size I need. And put in the oven. You can put a little extra virgin olive oil drizzle now. I usually do it when it comes out. And then to be different, you're supposed to put some basil. I'm going to do a little pesto drizzle too on it later on. So we're going to take it, put it in the oven. A little air underneath helps it from not sticking. And that's your pizza. So now I'm going to show you in the oven. Sometimes when the dough is cold, it starts to bubble if it's not ready. This dough's ready, it's just we leave them in the fridge. So we're going to pop these bubbles. My dad used to get on me all the time about this. He made a big deal about it. 'Cause if you don't pop them, then they'll burn. And burning's not a big deal, but they don't look pleasant. So he would always say, make sure you pop all those bubbles when they come up. Now that we did that, you do it once, it's all good to go. All right, this is the finished product of pizza napolitana, Neapolitan pizza. And it's just your fresh Italian tomatoes with light mozzarella. And when it comes out of the oven, we just finish it with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil drizzle. And that's it. And some fresh basil if you have it. If you don't have fresh basil, I sometimes do put a little bit of a drizzle of my organic homegrown sweet basil pesto on top, which you can also do just to give it a little bit of flavor. And that's it.